Now in today's session we will study about the atomic mass and molecular mass, some basic concept of chemistry. Now there was a Avogadro's hypothesis. It states that equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of moles of gases. So from there, you can say earlier the hydrogen was taken as a reference. So to calculate the atomic mass of the different elements, but since it was the lightest element, but afterwards we came to know that the atomic mass was coming out to be fractional. Afterwards the reference was taken as oxygen. Then also the atomic mass was coming out to be fractional, and at last the carbon was taken as a reference, and the atomic mass of different elements are calculated. So atomic mass is called as relative atomic mass because it is calculated with reference to carbon 12 isotope. So atomic mass is defined as, that is, it is a number of times an atom of that element is heavier than an atom of carbon taken as 12. Atomic mass is defined as the number of atoms of that element which is heavier than with respect to carbon 12 electrode, and unit of atomic mass is taken, earlier it was taken as AMU, that is atomic mass. Unit is atomic, in short you can say AMU. AMU is equal to 1 by 12 mass of an element with respect to C12 isotope, with respect to C12 isotope. Now the instrument used to measure atomic mass is mass spectroscope. Instrument used is mass spectroscope, in which we calculate the atomic mass or measure the, experimentally it is calculated. Now the atomic mass is always a fractional value because some of the elements exist in nature in the different isotopes and in different ratios. We can take the example, that is chlorine. Chlorine, it exists as the atomic mass 35 and atomic mass 37. Now atomic mass 35, it exists as, that is ratio 3:1, means the isotope, that is 35, it has a ratio 3 and chlorine has a ratio 35. So and they exist in nature. To calculate the relative atomic mass, or you can say not relative, average atomic mass. Average atomic mass, we write down that is percentage of abundance or ratio of first isotope into atomic mass plus percentage of abundance of second isotope into atomic mass divided by, if it is ratio, then we will add the ratio. There, for example, here 3:1, so 3 plus 1, 4. If it is percentage, then we will write down 100. Now we will take the example of chlorine only. That is chlorine percent, and that is ratio is 3. So 3 into 35. This is plus. Then 1 into 37 divided by 100. So this will come out is 35.5. Nowadays it is used as U. U is unified mass. Unified mass. Similarly, many elements are there which exist as isotopes, and the atomic mass of the elements is calculated. So I will give you one more example to calculate the average atomic mass. This is your NCERT question, that is, naturally occurring boron has two isotopes whose atomic mass are 10.01, so example, atomic mass of boron of first isotope is 10.01. Second isotope, it is given, all these are given in the question, is 11.01 unit, and average atomic mass is given to you. Average atomic mass is given to you is 10.81. So you have to find out the percentage of each item. Find percentage of each isotope. So we will assume that, suppose first isotope mass is, ratio is X, so second will be 100 minus x. Percentage we have to calculate. So that is why it is 100 minus x. So we will apply the formula for average atomic mass is equal to, now first isotope percentage is x and its atomic mass is 10.01 plus second percentage is 100 minus x into 11.01 and average atomic mass is given to you 10.81. So that is divided by 100. So when you will calculate the, so you will get the percentage of first isotope will be 20%. So second will be 100 minus 20, 80. Percentage of second isotope will be 100 minus 20 will be equal to 80%. So you may get numerical to solve. Second is gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass. The atomic mass of element when expressed in grams, atomic mass of an element when expressed in grams, then it is called gram atomic mass. For example, oxygen, its atomic mass is 16U, and if we call it in gram atomic mass, we will write down as that is 16 grams. So value remains same, only the unit changes. Second is, the next topic is molecular mass. Molecular mass is the total mass of the individual atom present in one formula unit. Total mass present in one formula unit. For example, or you can say the atomic mass, total atomic mass of any molecule, any compound is called as molecular mass. We can take the example that is sugar, or you can say glucose you take, it will be easier. C6H12O6. So we know that atomic mass of carbon is 12. So 12 into 6. Hydrogen 1. So 12 into 1. Oxygen 16. So 6 into 16. So this will be equal to 180. Now if it is in that is, you can write down unit either U, and if it is gram molecular mass, then G. Value will remain same. So this is molecular mass, and second you can write down that is gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass that is when calculated in grams, when unit is gram. So we can write down this, the mass, molecular mass of glucose as 180 grams. Glucose 180 grams. So many more examples are there. I will give you one more example. H2SO4. Its atomic mass will be, hydrogen atomic mass is 1, so 2 into 1 plus sulfur 32 plus oxygen 16, so 4 into 16. So that will be equal to 98 unit. If it is gram molecular mass, you will write down gram. So this you should know how to calculate, otherwise in numericals you will find problem. Some of the students have difficulty, they know it but they do mistake in calculating, so be careful while doing it. Now formula mass. Formula mass is the mass of one formula unit. Mass of one formula unit. For example, this is generally it is found in ionic compounds. Ionic compound. For example, you can say that is NaCl. Now NaCl is made up of Na plus Cl minus. So the atomic mass of sodium is 23 and atomic mass of Cl is 35.5. That is equal to 58.5 gram. So this is the formula mass, that is molecular mass or atomic mass, yeah, of one formula unit. You can take potassium nitrate, many more examples are there. Now comes mole concept. Now mole concept is, that is 1 mole of any substance, 1 mole of any substance contains same number of atoms or molecules or proton or neutron. So collectively we can call them as entities, and that is 1 mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. I will give you the examples. I ask you, what is 1 mole of carbon atom contains? 1 mole of carbon, it contains that is, if it is atom, then we will write down that is 6.023 atoms. One mole of carbon atom, it will contain 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, and if it is asked in grams, so we will write down that is 12 grams. It means 12 grams of carbon atom will contain 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms, molecules, whatever you like. जो भी चीज़ आपको चाहिए आप उसके बराबर कर सकते हैं. Similarly, if we take second example, that is, we will take sodium. Now, 1 mole of sodium atom is equal to 23 grams, also equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So, either sodium, oxygen, whatever it is, even you can say that is, if it is compound, suppose 1 mole of water. So, again we will say that it contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms, and atomic mass of water is 18. So, that is 1 mole of water is 18 grams. So, by this we can calculate, we can solve the numericals. One more is there, if suppose gaseous atoms are there, for example oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, then 1 mole of any gas at STP, standard temperature and pressure, will contain 22.4 liters. So again I am saying any gas means if it is oxygen, it is same. If it is nitrogen, again it will contain, that is 22.4 liters of the gas at STP. Now, if we want to find out for that is mole for ionic compounds. Now, we will take the example ionic compound. Now, NaCl. NaCl, it has, if we will talk collectively of NaCl, so 1 mole of NaCl, 1 mole of NaCl will contain 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 in solid state. But if it undergoes dissociation, then NaCl will dissociate into Na plus Cl minus. It means that is 1 mole of sodium. So 1 mole of sodium will contain 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, and 1 mole of chlorine will also contain 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So it will be 2 into 6.023 into 10 power 23 number of atoms. Second example, if you want to take, you can take, that is sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Now it will dissociate, so you should know how to dissociate any ionic compound, then it will be right, otherwise not. For example, in this it is 2Na plus 1 CO3 2 minus. So while finding out for this number of moles of atom molecules, whatever it may be, so we will write down 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 plus 1 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So 1 mole of sodium carbonate will contain 3 into 6. So while calculating the number of moles for ionic compound, you should know how to dissociate the ionic compound in solution. Now comes to, that is, I will give you some formulas which we can use it to calculate the numericals of mole. These are the basic formulas. Now first is mole. Now mole is given mass, or you can write down a weight, molecular weight. Given mass divided by molecular mass. Second formula you can use is, that is number of atoms. Now this mole is represented by small m. Number of atom is atomicity into mole. It means into Avogadro's number. Now, so mole is atomicity into mole. Mole we write down, that is weight upon molecular weight into Avogadro's number is represented by Na. The value you know, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Now third formula we can use is number of molecules. Number of molecules, atomicity will be eliminated. The formula will be small n into capital N. So it will be, that is weight upon molecular weight into, now Na value is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Now in your book it is given 2, actual value is 2, 3, but for doing the numericals to cut it easily, we write down 6.022. So both are right, need not worry. Now numericals are on it. We can do. I will give you short numericals to practice at home. Now There is one question of NCERT only. How many atoms and molecules of sulfur present in 64 grams of sulfur. So now given mass here is 64 grams, and we know that sulfur is octatomic, so its molecular mass will be atomic mass of 1 mole of S is 32. So 32 into 8, it comes out 256 grams. So first we will calculate number of molecules. Number of molecules formula just now we have written small n into capital N. Small n you have written given mass by molecular mass into Avogadro's number. So this is equal to given mass is given to you, that is 64, and molecular mass just now we have calculated 256, and Avogadro's number is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So when we will calculate it, it will come out 1.506 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Now number of atoms. Now number of atoms will be, that is only we have to add atomicity. Atomicity into N into capital N. So just now we have calculated N into capital N, and atomicity is S8, so it will be 8. So multiply the value by 8. 64 by 256 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So it will come out 1.2 into 10 to the power 24 atoms. Now similarly we can find out for any, this I have given you for molecule. One more example I will give you, that is for compound, that is any compound. Now one more numerical, that is calculate the number of atoms of constituent element in sodium carbonate. Again, in one formula unit, in 53 grams, the given mass is 53 grams. We have to calculate in 53 grams how many atoms of sodium, carbon, oxygen is present. So formula is same, that is number of atoms is equal to atomicity into mole into Avogadro's number. Now, first we will calculate for sodium. Number of atoms first for sodium. Now we can see that 2 atoms of sodium are present, so atomicity will be 2 and N will be 53. Now molecular mass we have not calculated. Na2CO3 will be 2 into 23 plus 12 plus 16 into 12. Sorry, 16 into 3. Oxygen 3 atoms. So that will come out 106 grams. So 53 by 106 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Similarly, for carbon, it will be same. We will multiply by 1. Calculate it yourself and do write down in your copy also, so that it will be easier for you. So oxygen 3 into 53 by 106 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So there are many more numericals which you can do. So open your book and do practice. If you do not know, you can ask me on my personal number. I will tell you the answer. Next is problems involving mole concept in solution. Mole concept in solution. Now, what is solution? Already you know, it is a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more chemicals which are non-reacting. To find out the moles in solution, we should know that what are the solutes and what are the solvents present in the solution. Solute which is in less amount and solvent which is in more amount, they are smaller amount solute and large amount is solvent. For example, if I ask you 10% glucose solution, it means that 10 glucose aqueous solution, it means 10 grams of glucose as solute and 90 grams of water. So solution 90 plus 10, that is equal to 100. Now, so this is called concentration of a solution. How to find out the concentration of the solution? So concentration of solution can be calculated by many methods. Of solution can be calculated by many methods. So what is concentration? Amount of solute amount of solute dissolved per 100 grams of solvent, and it is represented, the one is weight by weight percent, means how much amount of the, this is called mass percent, mass percent means weight of solute by weight of solution. So all of you know weight of solution is weight of solute plus weight of solvent. So collectively it will form for solution into 100. Second is, that is W by V percent. In this, that is weight of solute by weight of solution into 100, and under it third is V by V percent, means volume of solute in the case of two liquids, volume of solute by volume of solution into 100. Second is molarity. It is represented by capital M, and it is defined as number of moles of solute dissolved per liter of solution, per liter of solution. So capital M is equal to, that is moles weight upon molecular weight into 1000 by volume of solution in ml. Third is last one. सुन लो last number of moles of solute dissolved per kg of solvent. It is represented by small m, and again it is weight upon molecular weight into 1000. The difference is weight of solvent and there is volume of solution. This is solution and this weight of solvent. So for today we have studied atomic mass, relative atomic mass, average atomic mass, gram atomic mass, similarly molecular mass, gram molecular mass, how to calculate the molecular mass of different compounds, mole concept and the mole concept in solution. We will continue mole concept in solution in next video.